Time. We should be live. Oh, hey, it's Chris. Oh,
it's Ghost.
Chris. I thought it was that Chris. It was the ghost part that was confusing. Or should we now call you Pizza Chris? Oh, wait, your audio is muted, Chris.
Chris Ghost.
How about now? Is that better? There we go.
Yeah, that's it. YouTube.
Yeah, Pizza Chris. I start this weekend. I'm pretty hyped for that, to be honest. Something way more my skill set than I've been doing over the whole summer. So, yeah, it'll be good.
What are you going to be doing? Pizzas?
Yeah. So I'm working out on the restaurant floor on a wood-fired pizza oven, just making their pizzas.
Oh,
making
perfect.
A bit of theatre at the same time.
Excellent. That sounds great.
But yeah, it's really good. I mean, it was a really big restaurant, but obviously with social distancing, they've had to reduce their numbers. So it should be quite a nice gig, just making some nice steady amounts of pizza, listening to some good music, schmoozing people here and there. So it should be good.
Nice.
Excellent. Looks like we're live, are we?
Yeah, we are live. We are live.
Jolly good. Hello, everybody. We're live. We're doing the evening session now. I'm live from home. Milesy's there on the rug. There he is. And we've got a giveaway to announce tonight, the amazing engraved packs. I should have brought it with me, actually. It's still there at the bunker. But yeah, it's very flash. It's got my face on it.
Those look so awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy. So yeah, tune in for that. It's a big night.
It'll have to be we'll have to do at least 20 minutes before we get to that, because I've still got to finish off compiling everyone's names, because there's so many entries, and because I've kind of widened the entry directions. Yeah, I thought there was an app for this. There is no app for this.
Really?
Yeah, well,
there's an app for everything.
Yeah, usually an app for everything, but there's no app for this specific use case. Oh, that's glaring.
Well, we've been playing today with an exciting new Dynavap release, which we can't talk about, but in a couple of days, we will be able to. I'm sure a lot of people already know what it is, because apparently it's leaked and a lot of people are already talking about it. But we're going to be good boys and girls and not break our embargo until we're allowed to. But in the meantime, what I can talk about is a rather nifty new induction heater, a third-party one. This isn't one of the Dynatech ones. This is called the Indie. Got it here. Let me see if I can get some light on the subject here. This is a really low-cost induction heater. It's made in bamboo. The main thing about this is not only the cost, which is incredibly low at £59 retail price, but also I'm not sure if I'm not a total expert on induction heaters, but I haven't seen any except this one that have a volume knob on. Have you guys ever seen this? It's got a dial control, so you can actually adjust the level of power that you're sending through to your Dynavap, which is quite an awesome development.
That's nifty. I don't think I have seen a device kind of like that. I've seen like knobs used for other stuff, but not like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I've been playing with this, and it does actually give you slightly different hits depending on where your knob is. So, like if it's on really low, that's my favorite, actually. I just put it straight as soon as you turn it on like that. It takes a little bit longer to heat up before you get the click, but you get a really kind of heat soaked bowl, and you get a really nice cloud like straight away. If you put it on full whack, it's more like, I'd say, like the Apollo 2, where it kind of gives you quick heating, but the first hit's a little bit wispy, you know, so it kind of needs to warm up a bit before you start getting the good hits. So I'm going to demonstrate to you now. I'll just put it on the lowest setting. So it's kind of low power, but, you know, slow heating, but thorough heating. There we go. Click. So it still doesn't take long.
That looks awesome, that unit.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Jeez.
Yeah, and incredibly cheap as well, like £59 for this. It's kind of lightweight. I've got to say, it's not maybe the best, like it's got these magnets on top, and it's hard to show you because I don't have great lighting here, but they're a little bit like you can kind of see the glue around the edges where the magnets are fitted and stuff like that. But that's really the only complaint I've got with it. As far as it works beautifully. And that extra feature of having the little dial control is well worth having, I think. So for the price, you know, it's a mains powered unit. So, you know, it's not portable or anything. But if that's what you want, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't buy this instead of any of the more expensive mains powered units, you know?
Even the bottom of it looks kind of cool there. I didn't get a good look. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Jeez.
Yeah. Very cool.
That's awesome.
And hello to everyone that's saying hey in chat. We've got a lot of people saying hello, good evening. Hey Hev, hey Herb House, who's watching us and who said that the heater looks a lot like the titanium. I think it's because they're using the same, because that bamboo wood is like quite a good low cost solution for wood, because you just get a bunch of wood sticks and kind of glue them together, and then you can just make whatever shape you want with a machine, kind of like the 3D printing of the wood world, where you can just kind of CNC out anything you want from that, really.
Yeah, it's nice. It feels like proper, you know, it kind of fits with the Dynavaps. It's got 2 magnets on top, so you can have more than one Dynavap on the go and cool them off as you go, which is great for like shared sessions and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, I'm totally impressed by this as a low cost option. I've seen some low cost induction heaters over the last few weeks. We showed you the one that looks like a straight knockoff of the Apollo 2, and you know, there's a bunch of other ones out there, but this seems like, you know, amazing value for what you're getting.
That variable temperature control as well, that's something that I have never seen before across any units. That is completely unique, and that is super cool.
Yeah, and I kind of, to be honest, Chris, I thought when I saw it, you know, variable temperature control as well, which it isn't really, because it's still heating to the same temperature. It's just how long it takes you to get there, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Changes the amount of, you know, the kind of vapor you're getting. You're either getting a long, slow heated bowl or a quick blast, you know, quick heated bowl. So it's slight variation. It's very slight, to be honest. Like, you're going to get a good hit either way. But, you know, it's for those of us who like to kind of tinker and have slightly different styles of hits, it works. You know, it certainly works for me.
What's the variability in the dial? Like, what are the numbers, and what do you?
That'd be good to know, wouldn't it? I don't know, unfortunately. It's just all you've got is like a dimmer switch. Doesn't come with any instructions or anything. It's very basic package. So yeah, I'm going to try and find that out from the manufacturers and see if I can get more data on that. So let's have a look. What's going on in the chat? We've got Chris K there from Sweden. Yeah, Herb House saying it looks like the titanium. Just get a rep.
Just to get a rep.
Just to get a rep, says it's a long time since they've been able to catch the stream. So yeah, thanks everyone. Come and join us in the room if you want. Pramod is there. Nice to see you, Pramod. Glad you could join us at this later time, and everybody else, Paul, Adam Shirazi, Zoticus. Good to see you all. How are you guys? You guys in America, how are you feeling about this time?
I'm loving it.
Yeah, suits you. How about you,
Great
Zot?
time.
Got a bit of a lie-in this morning?
Chilling, relaxing is really. I'm loving this fall weather. I'm really sick of the summer, especially in July. I was sick of just like the humidity. It's not much the sun being out. It's just the humidity sometimes. It's ridiculous. I don't understand how people live in those hotter states like Florida, Texas, California, but that's me.
HLW says, what is the induction heater you're using? sorry, just had to interrupt for a quick rip. It's called the Indie. It's the Indie desktop induction heater. And yeah, it's just a really low cost, but pretty good option for anybody who's interested. It's on the Vape Fiend website now if you want to take a closer look. We've done a video which is going to come out in the next couple of days showing you in depth. But yeah, just wanted to whip it out and demonstrate.
Where's the company based out of?
It's a Chinese design, I understand. So yeah, I believe there are a lot of induction heaters currently, in the works in China. Yeah, the word is obviously, I think that the popularity of the Dynavap units themselves has been something that's kind of perplexed the Chinese manufacturers of vapes for a long time, because it doesn't need any of the electronics and stuff that they are experts at. And a couple of manufacturers have tried to make kind of knockoff alternative Dynavaps. There's one that changes color when you heat it and that kind of thing, but they aren't really up to scratch against the real thing. So I think they thought maybe induction heaters is an area that they can actually have some impact in. Certainly in terms of bringing the price down, that is an incredible leap down from, if you think about even the most basic Apollo 2 is well over £100. And then you've got this coming in at £59. It's a big jump.
George, could you check your WhatsApp? I just sent you a message about the entries list.
Okay, checking now.
Essentially, small delay. It will take me slightly longer.
Okie dokie, I'll try.
Because he sent me the email, but not the full access, essentially.
Okie dokie, let's hope he's looking at his Slack.
Yeah.
I like the pumpkins in the background, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Some people only decorate their outdoors. Paul does indoors. Do you do outdoors too?
Yeah, we do it all. My honey does it all. I don't really do it. I'm
Listen,
not very good.
does.
I help him. I get on the ladders. I do whatever he needs me to do. But
everybody needs a helping hand, Paul. Good for you.
Exactly. He's the big thinker. I love it though. Yeah, he does a good job. Thank you.
Hey, Dee, is this something where you have to request access? Is it like, for example, a Google?
Yeah, it's a Google spreadsheet.
Right. Okay. I would go ahead and request access.
I did it earlier, but it's
are you logged in and everything to all the correct?
yeah, I'm signed in as here at Vape Fiend, so it should.
Okay.
I think it's just that he clicked the wrong share button, so he should click share rather than allow access, essentially.
Today the packs giveaway, is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Unfortunately, sorry guys for doing this.
That's all right.
Nuts and bolts.
I have a quick question for everyone. Has anyone noticed on their Brilliant Cut? I know a few of us have them. That when you take off to find your herb, that little, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 star design where the magnet is.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone noticed that it's chipping the paint there?
Yeah, that's like when everyone says that the BCG is like, oh, it's the one that doesn't chip paint because it hasn't got threads, and it's like, well, the threads are on the outside of the design, so they would never come in contact. So imagine where the threads would be on this grinder. On this one, the part that's getting chipped, like I've got a statement. I'll get the light on it directly. So
cool. I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any chips. I can't see any.
Yeah, look, you should be able to see on my feed. I'll spot.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a sec.
Yeah, it's hard to see it. I'm the same way.
So you can kind of see there. They're slightly graying. And you can probably see it as well
You can probably see it on mine.
on the
You
pins.
see the red?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Wait, let me just unpin myself. How do I do that? Cancel this block. There we go. Yeah. And it's like,
And it's not a lot, but I just wonder if it's something we need to worry about.
I don't know if it's necessarily like concern. I think I'm not necessarily like concerned about it because it's in such small amounts. I was never really concerned with it when it was threading on my grinder, and I'm probably not going to start concerned about the I don't know what you call that, the nubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if the nubs become concerning, I think with a lot of these things, like there's so many things that are like potentially toxic that we take on a regular basis that I think it's more of a matter of which one you'd rather take in. So if you're uncomfortable with that one, then don't use it. If you wanted an option that was like not, we just released a video today on the stainless steel herb ripper, and we're going to be getting in the 4-part in all sizes, and then if people want it, we'll get in the 3-part as well. But obviously they're modular, so you can use the 3-part as the 4-part as a 3-part, and then just keep the sifter for it. Kind of the same as with the clip or something like that. But yeah, that seems like a good alternative. But that one still has threads, and threads can still get mashed essentially. So.
Yeah, I can't say I've noticed it. I can't see it because there's a fair bit of like herb dust in there. So I'd need to kind of clean it all out and see, but it doesn't look to me like I've got any chips on the paint. So, but it does seem like Donnie Bradco is saying his BCG is exactly the same. Hemp Forever says, oh, that's not good. Chipped paint. No, don't want to vape that.
I always thought that I was doing something because what I do is when I pack my Dynavap, I'll dip it in my herb and then I'll kind of squish it on the star. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
To kind of push to tamp it in there. So I thought, well, maybe that's just something I did by doing that. So I don't want to blame the product. So I just thought I'd bring it up and see if anyone else was having that issue. Because I thought it could definitely be those little 3 things down there, but those are completely red on mine. It's not that.
Okay.
Wait, who's vaping out the window? Someone in the comments says, "Got to be in uni blocks if you're vaping out the window."
I'm up there. It's just me. So even the little bit of smell I don't want in my house.
That's funny.
I used to vape out the window when I was at uni, but it's even more now. Everybody's like locked in lockdown, aren't they, at uni at the moment in the UK? So like traveled off to like Manchester or wherever, checked into their halls and can't leave their room basically until Christmas. Like,
yeah, it's kind of crazy. My cousin was telling me he goes to uni in England, and he was telling me that over there they're just locked down and there's this whole curfew system that they've got, and it's just like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Crazy. Over here in Canadian universities, we haven't had that.
I don't know if anyone's actually
they just let you do whatever you
curfews.
want, even now.
What they need is this. You can't really see it. Yeah, there we go. They need the smoke buddy.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I've
yeah,
seen
I know about
those.
them. Do they work?
These are
I've never used one of them.
Taking these to an Airbnb, then like I do big dabs, and I didn't use this specific one. I used the one that's like a little bit bigger, and I was doing big dabs through it, and there's like no vapor that comes out the other side. It was great.
No way.
I need one of those, I think.
Probably like an unnecessary measure, just because like, you know, I'm in an Airbnb and it's like I'm an adult, like no one's really going to come and check on me, but there was like, you know, loads of people in the Airbnbs next to me, and you just don't, you know, if they see you do it or if they smell it, it's just generally not necessarily the best thing to have someone see you doing your CBD dabs and stuff. So
It's also like, you know, kind of a considerate thing, really, because, you know, we may love the smell of vape herb, but, you know, you wouldn't expect somebody to put up with your smell of smoking or whatever. So, you know, if you want to be considerate to other people who may not like it, then, yeah, maybe it's not a bad idea to have a little smell
or
reduce.
you live at home with parents like me.
Oh, yeah, that too, yeah.
Paul's going there. If you're broke or whatever, you can use the classic toilet paper roll with the dryer sheets. You know those dryer sheets, and you wrap them around. You tie an elastic band. That's the way.
Yeah, that is the old school kind of.
But you know what? This is my personal opinion. At least I get to do it out the window. I couldn't smoke something indoors because combustion is going to stink a lot more.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I used to have to sit. I went to uni, and it was like a campus uni where all the blocks where people lived were on the campus right next to the buildings where all the lectures happened and stuff. And they had very strict rules about what you could and couldn't do on campus. And I used to kind of sit on the edge of my window, like hanging right out of the window with like towels stuffed under the door of my room and stuff, trying to be subtle until everybody saw me from the outside hanging out the window. Go, "Hey, what are you doing out there?"
Brilliant.
Yeah, good times.
It's actually really funny. Everyone used to smoke, and the whole thing was we would light the bong inside, and for some reason, everyone would just go running to the window instead of just sitting near the window. And so they would you would light the bong, and the guy would just go flying. Obviously, took too big a hit, choking as he blows it out the window.
That's better. I'm getting the big hits now. Fresh bowl. I don't have a smoke buddy. Oh, that was a strong
Should
one.
I done my video for my other hit?
Now you got to do 2 hits now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we got a lot of entries by the look of it.
Yeah, I've realized that because the app's being a pain in the ass, I'm just gonna have to sit here, and whilst we're on stream, I'm gonna manually copy out all 62 of the other ones. Although to be fair, for the last competition we did, I manually managed to do. I think I did like 150 entries, but I did manually. Like, no one noticed that I was doing it on stream.
Wow. Well, yeah. So we've got about 150 odd entries through the website, and then you're saying about another 60 from Instagram, is it?
Well, there's 62, and some of those, most of those will actually count double because they've entered twice. So they
get two goes.
They can actually have a maximum of 4.
Wow.
So they enter if they enter by filling out the form, and tagging 2 friends, and then enter 2 separate times by sharing on stories and posts.
Okay, it's too late to enter now, though, isn't it? They've missed their chance at this point.
Closed at 4:20 today, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But next time, listen, guys, we've got another PAX 3 specially engraved Vape Fiend Edition. There's only 2 of these in the world, would you believe? So it's a piece of vape history that you will own. Even I don't own one. So it's real special stuff. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for the details of the next giveaway, which won't be too far away. And, you know, it's kind of exciting times because we had the news this week about the new Puffco Peak Pro due to launch very soon. And people are very, very excited about that. Did you spot that, Pramos?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw the virtual event thing.
Oh, you watched it, did you? Okay,
yeah,
I
watched it. Yeah. When it actually went live, I watched it.
Excellent.
There's a recording of it anyway on their YouTube channel. Yeah, it's got really. They've taken a lot of customer feedback and to play, but at the same time, I've heard a few things about they've taken some good features away from the current Puffco, which is you can't replace the bowl. It's just the ceramic you got with the Puffco the Pro.
Wow, really?
Only use ceramic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think that is? Did they explain that?
No, it's about the event was about 8 minutes or 9 minutes.
Okay,
It wasn't a long, virtual event thing. They had a lot of features in terms of like control and a Bluetooth app and I can't remember all the features off the top of my head, but it looked cool.
What was the thing that kind of stood out to you about, like, what would make it worth buying, in your opinion?
There was something, but I can't remember right now. There was something. There was a few features that really stood out, but I can't remember right now. You know what? Let's have a look.
I'm wondering, like, the bubbler looks pretty much the same to me.
Oh yeah, it's backwards compatible with all the Peak things as well. So,
carb cap looks a bit different. It's got a slightly different carb cap from the picture.
Yeah, it does look very different. It looks more durable from the looks of it. And the case is different. I think that it's a bit more of a rugged case that they're giving you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, we were playing last week with the High Five Duo, which I thought was a great alternative.
I haven't seen the review of it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's exact same price as the Peak. But it gives you a couple of extra features, like you've got full 10-degree adjustable temperature. So like, you can change from like 350 to 600 by 10-degree increments. And then comes with two different bowls, a titanium and a quartz, and then you can buy a SICK bowl right away, straight from the manufacturer.
That's nice.
Like a cool little magnetic carb cap that when you let go of it, it's magnetized to the top of the unit, so it just kind of stays there on the side. It's quite a big, wide bowl, like a little bit wider than the Puffco bowl, so you can really get a big dab in there, and you can get a Q-tip in there properly and stuff. So that's nice. Bigger battery, so it's a bigger, heavier unit. And the bubble is quite nice as well.
Yeah, the base is quite big.
Yeah, it's kind of double the length of the Peak base, I'd say. And a bit heavier as well. But I liked that. So I was really excited when it was like the night that we reviewed that evening, the announcement about the Peak Pro came out. So I was like, wow, this is it. Battle of the e-rigs, we're on. Let's see.
So they put the price up, I don't know, about $100.
Right,
so, it is a little bit more pricey. So it's about $500 nearly, I think. It's got temperature control by degree, each degree.
Excellent.
And the charging of it, you get like a dock. It's like a dock thing, and you put it on. It's almost, they call it wireless charging, but
it's wireless. Yes, it works on any. I remember this. It works on one of those wireless charging pads that you can have for a phone.
That's right.
It has the same sort of. Yeah, so that's cool.
Correct. So you can wireless charge it. Bigger bowl as well.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Excellent. Yeah, I wonder if the reason they're making it ceramic only is because they've kind of, I would imagine they've incorporated the heating element right into the walls of the bowl, so you probably and the base, so you probably get a much quicker heat and probably more efficient.
I think the atomizers are still replaceable. I'm pretty sure you can still get those replaceable atomizers, but I don't know. I just read upon it that you can't replace the bowl, or somewhere I saw on the comments or something like that. So don't quote me on it.
Maybe it's not true. Yeah, but
yeah, it comes with the ceramic chamber. What other things? Double the water capacity. So
that's good. That is good. That's what I like to hear.
It's a big, it's the same shape, but it's just a little bit bigger. What the original Peak comes with.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm up for it. To be honest, I mean, I don't know the
and they finally included the auto turn off function.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great. That is well worth having as well. Yeah, because the battery's always dying on those Peaks. I'm always forgetting to turn it off, and then you go to it, and it's not getting any power.
Completely dead. Yeah.
Nightmare. Yeah, so that is good. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think we've heard that we're not expected to get them before December here in the UK. So
Okay.
I imagine they'll be available in the States a bit before that. But yeah, maybe not until December for us, hopefully early December. But yeah, I can't wait to get it in my hands and give it a go. It's nice that it's got some competition out there as well now, you know, that there is another good e-rig out there again. I had high hopes for the Focus Carter when it first came out, but I kind of, you know, first the atomizers weren't that great, and then they replaced that with
all the hearing about the melting stuff. Yeah, that kind of put me off.
Yeah, they replaced the atomizers with these Everlast atomizers, but you know, the kind of thing about that is Everlast makes you think it's going to last forever, but it doesn't. You know, it lasts a lot longer, but they still die as well eventually. So that kind of put me off as well in the end. But yeah, I really like the look of the Peak Pro.
That's the thing about ceramic bowls as well. They have a limited lifetime compared to stick or aluminium. You know, nitrate they last forever if you look after them.
Yeah, but I imagine if the ceramic is like built in, then you know you'd get a new bowl every time you got a new atomizer anyway, so you'd probably be all right.
With the whole Everlast thing, they've really kind of dug themselves into a hole, because they're never going to be able to release one that actually is everlasting. Because then what do you call that? Oh my God. They've kind of condemned themselves.
There's no reason you couldn't do one that actually is everlasting. You know, I think they're purposefully using materials that eventually wear out. But if you think about like a dry herb vape, the heat
Who knows
coils
about
in
Everlast batteries?
I don't know. Tell me.
There's a battery brand called Everlast, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. They don't actually last forever.
Oh, what batteries? This is normal lithium batteries, aren't they?
Yeah. No, I think, you know, if you use the finest materials that are meant to heat to those temperatures for that period of time, and you know, and just built it properly, you could make a device that lasted forever. You wouldn't have to change the atomizers. I don't see why not, or at least for a lot longer, several years, you know. Vape the Herb is here. Nice to see you, man. It's been a while.
Hi, how are you guys?
Yeah, good.
I think I'm a bit late, but just wanted to say hello, vape with you guys.
Nice to see you. I see you've got your tiny mic there.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
How is it? You've had no problems with it still? You enjoying it still?
It's still functioning. Still functioning.
Good to hear that. Yeah, it seems like you know, that's a thing I always worry about with new devices from kind of new manufacturers. They look great at first. Are they going to actually hold out the long term and still be great? And it really is working for me, the tiny mic.
Yeah, just opened the package and started watching your instruction video, and yeah, I trusted you. It's still working.
yeah. Same here. I'm really happy with it. Let's see. Paul D says, I use my Mighty with a water pipe adapter. Okay, I think he's answering somebody else. He's talking about how he originally used a whip, but now uses a water pipe adapter. So yeah, how about you guys? Are any of you guys big like water vapors? Do you guys all put your vapes through water? Vape the Herb, you do, yeah?
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, I do like water conditioned vapor. Definitely, it's less harsh on your throat.
Mm-hmm. So I guess you guys like the high temperatures, do you?
Yeah. If it's in through a glass, then water is going to be higher temperature generally.
Yeah, I tend to be more of a low temp without water guy with flour personally. But if I'm dabbing, it's always obviously through water. That makes total sense. But personally,
I always start at low temps and gradually go up for the top hits.
Personally, I find the flavors just a little bit fresher without the water, you know, and I like that. Yeah. But you do get the dry throat and the sort of croaky voice from a lot of dry vaping. It's true.
Yeah. I mainly only ever use this bubbler, but actually it's the first time in a while I've used a cooling unit again on the tiny mic, and I actually do notice the harshness on the throat in comparison to the water.
Oh yeah?
When you say that. Yeah, totally. I mean, I do have two cooling units and two different stems, but I mainly only ever use it through this, but I need to clean it. It's got that horrible gunk stuff in it.
Is it?
It is a lot more harsh, but I see what you mean with the flavour. It's a lot more fresh, and it definitely grabs your taste buds.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and that's the thing that does it for me. So, are you using the actual Tiny Mite adapter there, Chris? The water adapter?
No, that's the Solo 2 adapter in there. But
Oh, nice.
My water adapter is it's soaking at the minute in iso alcohol.
Okay.
Okay. I've had this for years, and I absolutely love this vaporizer.
Solo 2.
Yeah, it's a beautiful vaporizer, and it's amazing. So simple, and it delivers every single time, and it is just pure flavor.
Yeah, Solo 2, all those Riser vapes, they win when it comes to flavor. I don't think any other vape, even like the expensive, like the Volcano or the Evo, I still think the Riser vapes seem to give you the best flavor with flower. It's just, and with like pressed resins as well. Incredible flavor from those kind of...
The all glass pathway, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's quite a good, like... they're usually kind of totally encased, the heater all the way around, so you get a lot of like heat retention in there, and then it's just straight glass all the way up. It's really, really good. I love the Solo 2 as well. I don't use it very much, but I love their desktop ones as well. Like the V-Tower is just incredible, like so low cost, but the hits you get from it are amazing, really good.
It's funny, every time I find the new strain, I'm like, oh, this new CBD strain, I'll try this. And every single time I have a new CBD strain, I always grab this first, always religiously, just to fully taste that flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the original Solo. That was what kind of it almost changed my life, that vapor, because I was using like iolites and whispers, butane powered vapes. And then the Solo came out. I was like, wow, this is an actual electronic vape that I can carry around with me. And it was quite bulky, but you could actually fit it in your pocket if you had to. So yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Total life changer. And it didn't make that hissing sound. So if you're sitting in the cinema or the bus or something, it's not going to be great stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I might start a new rule for competitions where if you have like a username that's like really long and complicated and has a bunch of special characters that makes it really hard for me to write into this list because of my dyslexia.
Please do that.
If you have an underscore between every single letter in your name, but then one of the letters has 2 underscores between it, fuck you.
Totally.
Yeah, Chris K says the Solo used to be his daily driver. I find what I like about the Solo as well, this is another weird one, like it's almost a tolerance like reducer because the flavor's so great from it. There is a limit to the amount of effect you can get from a Solo, I find. Like if you're a really high tolerance person, you kind of need one of those like high power, like a Crafty or a Tiny Mite or a plug-in vape, Titanium or something like that. You're not going to get those kind of hits from a Solo, really. Not unless I suppose if you did it through water with a bubbler and stuff, you might get something near it, but it'd be a lot more effort. So, but I like that because you get into the flavor, and I would get down to the point of like just doing like 3-minute hits of vapor from a packed Solo mouthpiece, and then like pulling it out and turning the vape off, and it's almost like a microdose hit style of vapor, but still always really good flavor. And when you go back to it again, the flavor's still there because you've only done 3 minutes. So yeah, really, really worked for me that for a while. It's great for like little daytime micro doses and just like controlling the dose,
Since it's slower, there's less raw heat as well, so it's just a lot of a cooler hit than you'd expect for the amount of vapor that you get, and for, I mean, I guess it just takes longer to heat up is your compromise.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul D says the G Pen was my first vape. What a mistake that was. Yeah, I think we've all been there. My first vape was the Blue Meanie. So there's a plug-in like jam jar with a soldering iron underneath it, and it just had no temperature control. You just load your herb onto this little plate so that would just get hotter and hotter until it turned into carbon, basically black little charcoal.
I never got the G Pen because I just knew about it. I knew I had the feedback, but I remember watching your video of the less than £20 on Amazon thing, and you know you know the torch thing that you got. Yeah, I ended up getting one of those. That was the worst.
Did you ever. Really? The Click and Vape, it was called when I.
It was not reviewed. A vapor at all.
No.
It was not. It was just like a pipe, even if anything, because you're just inhaling butane. Yeah, that was really crap, and it just got. And I just from one try, just to try it out, it just gets clogged up immediately.
Crazy. Yeah, I saw some people talking about it in the comments to that video, saying it used to be called the Vape or Smoke, and it's also been released under a different name again really recently. So yeah, a lot of people know about that.
They're switching up the names.
Yeah, it's just coming out under a bunch of different names. Yeah, very strange device. Just a pipe, really, like a pen-shaped pipe.
Yeah.
With a lighter built in. Chris Huish says, have you ever tried Poda Zero Clean Vaporizer before from Hemp Elf? We have, actually.
It's the Zero Clean.
Zero Clean is it's a good selling point, isn't it? Yeah, we tried it today, actually. Well, we've had it for a little while, and we filmed a video about it today, so that'll be coming out soon. But yeah, it's more of a, like, the way I was describing it was as a kind of a waste-free concentrate, like, cartridge system. So it's these like biodegradable paper, almost test tube type things that are filled with, like, in this case, CBD crumble, but can be filled with whatever material. And you insert these tubes into a vape, a small sort of handheld vape, sort of this sort of size, that kind of thing. And it's got 3 temperature settings. You press the button and you inhale through the end of this sort of test tube thing that's got the material in the bottom. I think they do them with herb as well. The ones we tried were all with, like, concentrates, almost like those vape carts you can buy, but this is like a biodegradable version. It works quite well. So, you know, it's interesting. But yeah, you could also see it as a Zero Clean vaporizer, because you're just disposing of these things. And the good thing is they're disposable, like, but they're eco-friendly. At least it's not like vape carts where you're throwing them away and it's all like terrible stuff going into landfill. This is stuff that biodegrades anyway. So it is a better system in that way, definitely. You guys ever tried anything like that? Any of those, no, biodegradable vape cartridges?
No, I've never even heard of it until now.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. There's a similar thing for tobacco, or it's not tobacco, for nicotine, called IQOS, where you get what...
yes, I know about IQOS, yes.
Kind of looks like a cigarette, but it's not.
Ladybuds used to use it.
Exactly, yeah.
Ladybuds that actually did the Poda to us, actually. Well, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Via the goods and everything, and she kept using it on her thing and saying it was like a revolution, and I sort of tried it, and it's like, it has really good flavor at the start of the bowl, but the flavor really starts to wane, and then you've got like a large amount of concentrate in this bowl that's like still vapable and probably still has a good amount of CBD in it, where if I'd used something that maybe vaped it a little bit quicker, I would have got through all of that CBD. Whereas within this, I find myself
the terpenes go first, and then you've just got like CBD dissolute, basically.
Yeah. And
yeah.
that you can actually taste a little bit of whatever the cellulose the bowl is made of. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same material that those clear Rizzler are made out of, but just
similar anyway. Yeah.
a lot thicker, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have like a strong taste, and I don't think it's necessarily bad for you, especially when using plants. Like it's just more of the plant cellulose structure.
Yeah.
I don't think that actually vaporizes. I think it just has like a very small amount of like trace flavor, like how metal has like a flavor or a smell when it's hot. I think that cellulose has that same thing. The same way that when you vape oil versus when you vape like dry herb. Like when you vape dry herb, you're essentially just vaping oil that's on some cellulose and some other bits. So it's kind of, I guess, a similar. You could almost call it like a Heston Blumenthal deconstruction of vaping herb when you put like a full spectrum extract inside odor. You vape it.
Put it inside plant cellulose and then heat it and inhale it. Yeah, you're right. It's almost like you're reconstructing it before you can consume it.
Like in the year 4000 was explained what we were doing now, and they're like, okay, so I guess this is the same. A really disgruntled time traveler somewhere just looking for a nice bowl of herb, just getting really annoyed at all these like synthetic tubes.
Got some newcomers here. Herb House is here. Good to see you, Herb House. How's it going? Oh. Thanks for dropping by. And Tommy Boy is there as well.
Nice
to see you. How are you guys doing? What are you up to, Herb House? You vaping tonight?
Yeah, I thought I'd join in on the session.
Excellent.
Deciding on what vape to use at the minute.
What are the options?
I've actually been using the stem from Slip My Brain
Joe
now.
King.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, nice.
Joe King stem.
Yeah, I'm really liking it as well. So, or the sticky brick. One of the two.
I've just realized I'm in the perfect place to demonstrate to everyone the sound of a tiny mite. Like what it sounds like.
Please. So good.
You guys keep talking because it'll take me a few seconds to set it back up again because I've unplugged a few things. But yeah, I'll be back to show you what it sounds like inside in a second.
What sticky brick have you got?
Actually, not sure which one it is. I think it's
the Max.
The Hydro Max.
Hydro?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's really good actually. It's my daily driver at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the sticky brick range. You get those lovely big hits, no messing about. That kind of woody flavor, I'm kind of into it, the flavor of herb or vapor through wood.
Yeah. I've been trying to explain that to people about the flavor of a sticky brick.
It tastes a bit like a sauna, Is that
yeah.
Dean Iolon says Sapphire. Does it sound kind of like the Ghost MV1? What's he talking about here? What are you talking about? What does the tiny mite sound like? Maybe that's what you're saying. He says he's in love with the new flip brick we sent him. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I like the flip brick. It works well if you're a bong person. Then yeah, flip brick's the one. Oh, Tommy Boy's got some color there. Are those the last year color M's?
No, they're the new colors, I guess.
Oh wow,
new color.
Yeah, there's new colors.
Yeah, just got them in.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Is
sorry.
there actually a way to change the battery in the Orion?
No, as far as I know, there isn't. I mean, unless maybe Dynavap do it, but no, it's not replaceable, not user replaceable.
For a 200 euro unit, it's not bad to be able to change the battery, I guess.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, that is a big letdown for me. I think it would be great to change the battery, have a changeable battery.
Maybe they're going the Starts and Bickel path. They're changing in the company. I hope at least.
I like your vape, mate.
What's going on?
Nigger, nigger,
Oh, no.
nigger, nigger, nigger,
Oh, here
nigger,
we go.
nigger, nigger, nigger.
Here we go again.
Great.
Here we go.
It's like the most pointless activity. Like you get yourself.
Let's focus on the new color M's. Beautiful.
Yeah,
This one
much
changed
better.
color.
I'm using that.
The blue one.
Well,
That blue is sweet.
It is, isn't it? Lovely.
I
Change
can't
the
wait
color
to
when
get
you-
one.
If you heat it up, it changes.
You know, I've heard that. Yeah, that's exciting.
Oh.
it's amazing.
Mm. Looks
The
very,
black
very
is
cool.
a little bit more gray this year.
Yeah, kind of a gunmetal. It looks like to me.
Yeah, the top ones and more of a gunmetal.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen in pictures like blue
That one's
tinges
the
almost going through that Phantom. Is there kind of blue wispy tinges going through that Phantom at all,
Yeah,
or is it just?
Get a little bit of blue.
It is like a little, like a
Nice.
grey blue, isn't it? Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
Right. How are we doing as far as the entries are coming, Delia?
I've got them all sorted out now. So whenever we're ready, we can do that. I was just going to show everyone the sound of the tiny mic first.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Drum roll.
I've got these little like telephone coil wire that people use for just checking whether there's like an electrical signal passing behind a wall. You can also use to check for electromagnetic interference. So like generally the more simple a device, the better it sounds. Or sometimes the more complicated devices can sound interesting. Like a computer kind of just sounds insane because there's so many different signals passing around inside it. But the signal that regulates the heat inside the tiny mic is quite like a simple signal in a way. It's just sending like lots of little pulses of electricity. And the strange thing about, well, the not strange thing, the thing about that is that that's kind of almost exactly the same as what a synthesizer does in order to create sound. Like it's just little pulses of electricity. So when you use a microphone like this to interpret it and turn it into audio, what you get is kind of just the sound of a synthesizer. Which I think.
Very cool.
I feel like I'm about to be blown away.
Sounds
Wow, that is
nothing like the MP1 though. The MP1 is compared.
Let me just turn it down because it's probably very loud.
Everybody load your vapes up for this. I am.
The system's working.
Oh, don't let us know now, D.
And where are you? Why are you not playing audio? Have I got my monitors down? No? Off? What is going on? Ah.
Ooh.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, it's about.
What, just a sort of buzzing?
Yeah.
That low level buzzing. Yeah. Let's go. But if you spotlight yourself, D, then none of us will talk over it.
Wait, I'll put it as the same as system.
You need some
I need
drums
to know
in
what
there.
time.
wow.
What time signature is that at? What time signature is that?
Sounds like an alien spaceship.
Can you get like a drum beat in there, D?
Can I
Next time you got to drum along to it.
No.
But yeah, it's funny that that's just inside the tiny mic. The mighty sounds shit on the inside. it's like a high-pitched whine. The Tiny Mite's just got this
What
like...
is that device called, D?
What, sorry?
What is that device called?
I think it's a telephone coil. On the top it says telephone pickup coil.
Oh, it's a pickup. It's okay. Yeah, it's for you put it on the outside of the, like an old school, like rotary, like landline phone. You'd stick one of those to the outside of the handset and it would pick up like the voice coming through. So yeah, that's awesome. That works well.
Yeah. It's kind of it's all the different vapes have a different sound. Some of them don't almost make no sound at all, but things that like really regulate themselves, like the Tiny Mite or the Mighty, have like a really intense sound. It's kind of strange. I'd assume the Mighty to have a more like a deeper sound for some reason because it's so big, but then it just has this.
And it already has the sound that it makes.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to put out like a Christmas album of like the vapes do the Christmas hits, you know?
I could totally sample one little bit of that and have it put it as part of a MIDI file and have it just play different Christmas songs.
That is a task for our audience to come up with song titles for the vapes sing the Christmas hits. We want, vape related song titles. Get them into us. And
I'll make a really awful MIDI core album made of vape sounds.
Perfect.
You can get like, they all have like little click sounds that you can get out of it. I guess you could get the sound of the.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Snare, I reckon.
It'd be like live vape. We can have a big concert.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
Give me the fucking vapes now. that's a joke. He's in the crowd.
Good stuff. Right, okay, let's do it then, D. Let's draw this winner. Who's going to win this incredible two of a kind engraved packs?
So for reference, we have 228 entries.
Wow, fantastic. And this is a unique PAX 3 engraved with the face of me. And you're getting one of only two. The other one will be in the next giveaway. So yeah, go ahead, D.
So, okay, so you'll see here I have entered 1 to 228, although it's backwards. I think I can get it to do it when I shake it, although this net has never worked.
Not working. 19. Okay, who's 19?
Early at the right at the top. Let's see. That's going to be someone that signed up via the form. That is Alex_A_Jaco. So if you're out there, Alex Jaco, that's GACO. If you're there, you've won the PAX 3. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alex Jaco.
Oh.
Well done. You can, if you want to see it, you can go over to our Instagram. It's like the second picture up there. Really cool laser engraved PAX 3. So congratulations, Alex Jaco. And I hope you enjoy it. We are going to be giving away another one of these, and it's going to be, again, same sort of system, isn't it, D? So how do they enter? They just go to our Instagram, basically, don't they?
Yeah, it'll be the same exact system, essentially. I might have it a little bit more organized next time. Maybe it'll all form. But yeah, just because there was a few people that entered with who, when they shared it on their profile, they had private accounts, so I couldn't see whether they tagged us in, just because people just tag us and stuff all the time. So I didn't know what was an entry and what wasn't. So sometimes I had to count random usernames that have tagged us and stuff that I can't see, and I'm just going, well, I guess this person has
right.
So I'm going to have to put different terms next time. But yeah, we're also giving away a Dynavap M. There's still time to enter that competition. Actually, the prize draw closes tomorrow.
Excellent.
And the prize draw will be tomorrow at some point during the modular ambient something thing. You can see the long title that I gave it on our YouTube channel. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with that and make some weird sounds. Maybe we can just at some point I'll probably just stop and we'll just mess around making weird sounds out of vapes because I'll get
That's
the
it,
volcano.
yeah.
The volcano makes a crazy sound. That's probably
Awesome.
the louder, beefier sounds. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
I can't wait
I'll
for
be
that.
there for
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't miss
Is
that.
it at 7 as well in the evening?
Yeah, that one's going to be at 7.
Yeah.
That's kind of our new live stream time. I realize it's a good, especially now during the winter as it starts to get colder and in the evening and the lights go dark. It's kind of nice to, I guess, hunker down and get on Zoom for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Indeed. Well, it's nice to see a nice full house and glad a lot of you could join us on chat as well. So join D tomorrow doing the modular synth insanity from 7. And we'll be back again next Tuesday. Subscribe to Instagram, subscribe to YouTube. It really helps us actually. And it means you get a little notification or not if you don't want. Whenever we put a new one out, you can choose. But yeah, it does help us. So please do that if you haven't subscribed. And take it easy, everybody. Have a really good evening. Thanks so much. See you soon.
See you soon, guys.